Hi everyone, this is Niki Rowland and today I have a layout to share for Hip Kit Club. So today is the Moodboard Inspired. So therefore, oh, sorry about the the movement on the camera lens there. So today we are being inspired by the mood board, and I was particularly inspired by the geometric shapes and the hearts. Now I have got this fabulous paper which is just so wonderful. Everybody is in love with it, from the January kits, and I had a big hole missing from the middle, because I had already used the middle section for my balloon mini album that I made a couple of weeks ago, and I'd used that middle section for one of the pages. So I had thought that I was going to use a compass and draw a circle and cut out the circle for the middle, and then I would have some white space in the middle of the layout. But I was at a crop when I made this layout, and I had forgotten my compass. So then I thought, how else can I do this? First of all went looking for a plate, but I couldn't find one the right size to draw around. So I decided to cut round the paper and make this fabulous rosette effect in the middle. Now, funnily enough, the day I was making this layout, well, actually I'd already pretty much finished it, I noticed that the fabulous Rebecca Moore had also done something similar with the paper, but she did it the other way around. So she cut a rosette shape out and used that bit on her layout, whereas I've got obviously the inverted side. So make sure you check out her layout to see another way to use this absolutely amazing paper. It really is amazing. So first thing I need to say, not the first thing because I'm like 2 minutes in now, but is to say that sorry about the colours on this video. I'm at a crop, like I mentioned, doing this, and unfortunately the strip lighting has gone a really bad yellow colour in the hall. So we used to have great cool white light in there, but unfortunately it's very yellow at the moment, which is why I'm having some trouble with how it's looking. It does improve later on, I believe. Okay, so one of the other prompts that we had today was to use a shaped photo. So I have cut 4 photos into heart shapes because I was inspired by the hearts on the mood board, and I have cut those using metal dies, and then I have cut a surround in a purple paper, also using the next size up metal die for each one. So I have got a cluster of 3 hearts on the left and 1 bigger heart up top on the right, and you can see that I keep referring to my mood board. I wanted to use the purple color as well. I wanted that to be the predominant color on the mood board, on my layout. The geometric, the flowers, so I wanted to include flowers, that's what I'm doing right now, and the hearts as well. I also wanted to include a rainbow, and that does end up going on as well. So I managed to use most of the elements on the mood board, and whenever I do use the mood board, I tend to make myself a list of all the things I can see. So for example, the colors, in this mood board there's flowers, there's leaves, there's a rainbow, there's polka dots, there's hearts, and there's the geometric pattern. So, lots of things that I've written down there and managed to incorporate onto this layout. Okay, so I am just going through all of my fabulous items from the January kits. They're so bright and colourful. I just love everything, and just working out what is going to work on this layout. Now, obviously, the layout is extremely busy already because of that wonderful pattern paper in the background. So I have to be careful that I don't overload it. And the problem is with me is that I love to use all the things because I just love everything. So I have to just be careful that I don't overload it and go too crazy. But I figured a few florals tucked in to represent the flowers on the mood board is okay, plus some hearts, plus the rainbow piece of ephemera that's at the top photo. And I also love that title, Good Vibes. I love the curve and I love the rainbow coming out of it. It goes really well with the background paper that I've used. So other than all of those things, I do need to keep the embellishments fairly small, because, as I say, otherwise this layout could end up being a bit crazy very quickly, given the amount of pattern in the background. So I had to have some white space. I could never use this paper completely on its own because it's just too busy. But by putting that piece of white space in the middle, that really helps hugely to make a layout kind of like coherent. And I'm really pleased with the way that it turned out. So even though it is very, very busy, particularly busy for me. The only thing I wish I'd done is done some stitching on the other lines on the paper. But yeah, so I wish I'd done that, but I was at a crop and I wasn't able to do that really. So yeah, so anyway, I didn't do that, but in future maybe I should have done. Okay, so still adding bits and pieces, going for all the small things that I can find in the kit. So small chipboard pieces, small hearts, small ephemera pieces. I love these tassels. I just thought they were adorable, so I wanted to hang those down from something, so I've just hung those down coming out from underneath the flowers by the photo on the right hand side. Yeah, I'm happy with how it's looking. It's all coming on quite well. I've just put some little wood veneer pieces in. One says dream, that's a little arrow. I've got a wood heart. I love the wood veneers. They've got like foiling on them. I love that kind of detail, and it just gives a very different look to your layout, doesn't it, when you manage to include some wood grain. I have added some journaling, and I'm just going to finish off with some splatters of white paint. Yeah, and that is pretty much my layout complete. So what I do need to say on this video is that this is actually my last layout for Hip Kit Club. Ooh. I've decided that I need a bit of a break from I just have too much on my plate at the moment. My wonderful little business is doing really well, and I'm just extremely busy keeping up with that, and I need to reduce some of my DT commitments. Plus I have 3 children, a school governor, so I have lots and lots of stuff going on. So yes, it's my last layout for now. I'll probably be back at some point because I'm just in love with Hip Kit. I'm going to really miss it. Anyway, I should tell you that if you are a Hip Kit Club subscriber, you get the main kit at a reduced price, 15% discount off all add-on kits, and you get access to exclusive subscriber cut files. So lots of reasons to subscribe. So check that out, and I will see you on social media very soon. Thank you so much for joining me today. That was Niki Rowland for Hip Kit Club.